Morning and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I'd like to say welcome to all my new subscribers and all my new viewers, and a big thank you to Cotton Farmer, who on my last video, the bale challenge, shared my video on his channel, and without his share the video wouldn't have been as successful as it was. And also a big thank you for HS Agri for sharing my video as well. Without a doubt it wouldn't have blown up as much as it did. So in here milking, we've got Mickey. See the robots milking her there. And looks like Helga, one of our cows here. Yeah, she definitely wants to say hello. So today we've got a few jobs to do. So after feeding the calves, we're going to go check our winter barley fields. But before that, we'll go feed the calves and make sure everyone's okay. calves happy. So we'll just have a quick look at Caris and Janice, who are our two closest calvers, and they should be calving at the start of February, around the start of February. See my brother Shade is feeding them corn, keeping them happy for the day. So on the left we've got Caris, lovely quiet cow, and on the right we've got Janice, another lovely cow. So all the jobs around the yard are finished, so we're just going to go have a look at the winter cereal fields, winter barley and winter wheat, and have a closer look at how they're doing. So we've just hopped in the pickup and we're just going to go to farm 2 to see the winter barley up there. And if you can just slowly see, the road is very wet, there's a lot of water on the road, shows how much rain we've had. Well, this field is looking immense. It is the first field we drilled of winter cereals, and the variety is Orwell, and it was drilled the last week of September, same as some of the other ones you'll see in farm 1. Surprising how tall it is as well, you can see there. It's looking very healthy. It's had no fertilisers except for farmyard manure, and then application of herbicide like all the others. So we'll just pop over to next door, which was a later drilled field. So we've just walked into the field next door to the one we were just in, and this was drilled around a month later, so the end of October, and you can see the difference between the two fields, how this one isn't as established as the one next door, but it is here. Just needs a bit of dry weather so we can get fertiliser on, and then it should be on its way. So I'll fly the drone up in the air and we'll have a look how the fields are looking from above. So we've just finished walking the fields up in farm 2, and surprisingly they're looking really well, but they were drilled quite a bit earlier than the ones in farm 1. So we've just hopped back in the pickup. We're going to go head back to farm 1 and we'll have a look at the fields back there. So this is the first winter barley field that we've walked into. As you can see, it's not looking the greatest, but luckily it's only the gateway that has been flooded. But if we walk out further into the field, I'll just head up over here. It looks much better than back there. The further out we get, the better the crop gets. So this field was drilled early October, and as we were drilling it, halfway through the field it came to rain. But luckily we've got a light drilling tractor, so it didn't do too much compaction. The variety of this winter barley is Surge. So whilst I'm walking over it, it feels quite soft underfoot, and one of the reasons is probably that we didn't roll it, and we'll have to roll this field because there's quite a few stones in it, and the last thing we want is them going through the combine. So this field has had no fertiliser on it. It's only had, before ploughing, farmyard manure and slurry, and it's had one application of herbicide, and as you can see, it's starting to tiller out very nicely. So I'm just walking over to the winter here through the grass field, and it looks like there's a good crop of grass in here. It was mowed in October, and there should be a nice crop of grass here for fish cut. So I've just walked into one of the winter wheat fields here, and it's looking better than I thought it would have been. So the variety of this is Graham. We've never grown Graham before. We've always grown Skyfall before that, and as you can see, again, it's tilling out really good. It's had one application of herbicide and a good coating of slurry before ploughing it, as all the other fields have. So this field was drilled the last week of September, and the reason that it was drilled a bit earlier than all the other ones is because we had a few leftover bags of Graham wheat that we couldn't drill the year before that because they went so wet, so we only managed to drill winter barley. So the herbicides worked. There aren't many weeds around in all the fields that we've walked, and the only job we don't do ourselves is the spraying, and we have a neighbour to do it who sprays our fields, and it's pretty good because his arable farm is in between both of our farms, so it works well. And the reason we have a contractor to do it is because we struggle to do it in the spring, because that's when we're starting our first cut silage and doing the contracting baling jobs. So probably when he comes in a few months' time, we'll get a few clips of him doing the spraying. So this field isn't looking as good as the other ones. It was drilled early November, and as I'm sure you all know, the weather after November was rubbish. There was non-stop rain. As you can see, it's all here. It's all here, it's just going to take a while for it to establish. But as soon as it dries up, we'll get NPs and Ks on here, and hopefully it'll start growing a bit better. So that's most of the fields being walked. You can see the difference between the earlier drilled ones and the later drilled ones. The earlier ones are looking much better than the later ones, but the later ones are looking much better than last year's ones, because last year's ones were struggling a lot. So that's going to be it for the video. We'll probably see these fields when we put the first application of fertiliser on them. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please smash the like button and the subscribe, and if you want to, you can comment, and I'll see you in the next one.